Hey everybody, 1 second. I think we got a issue with some sound here. Give me a second. Not sure what's going on. Alright everybody, I'm having a little issue. I can't hear my intro song, but that's how it goes. Let's get to it. Thank you. Excellent. Shout out to everybody. I kind of missed that. What's going on in the chat there? You guys hear me okay? How's it sound? Everything going all right? I'm trying to put it together. Who's the first peep in it? Constantine, you win a gold. First gold, first V3. Who did a V3? Hey, Bird Dog, you are the first one to put V3 in, so you get the book. Everyone has to get on there for, as a basic member, go over to Harmonic Trader, sign up here, go to harmonictrader.com, get to the basic sign up there, and then basic members pages here, and contact Miss Stephanie on Discord. Appreciate it. Thanks, everybody. I'm trying to upgrade the system and then bring a few new things into the show, but it's not ready. I'm not ready. I need a little more time. I'm not that great with these media things. Anyway, appreciate that, everybody, for showing up. Let's get to it for a Thursday, giveaway Thursday. I'll give away a couple more books. I'll give away 2 more books and 2 more gold memberships today. So get with us on that. Hang on in for the session. We've got a little action on the SPY right now. Looking at a couple of big things, the obvious things. There you go. We are at the most important point, probably, obviously, since December, that must hold support point, your whole make or break of the entire a chance to do something off these lows. Can we continue, or we're going to roll over? Like I said, and I've been saying, a lot of people calling for not only a bear market or a continuation of bear market, people calling for an outright crash. I don't know. I can't make that kind of call until structurally things are violated, and we've got a mixed picture. It's a mixed picture. So let's focus on what's going on here. And I've been saying this week is all about hour to hour action. Last week was day to day. It's hour to hour now because we have a dot right there, daily dot after the correction from February, and there's no more room. So, hey, I will look at larger downside possibilities if this support fails. 390. Yeah, right, Crypto Hammer. It is all about the yellow dot. And it's all about really the structure of the whole market because if we're going to fail here, I think we would do it pretty clearly. Does anybody see a 3-bar breakdown? Not yet. You would need at least that. You would at least need some kind of breakdown bar, something at this support level. Yesterday, quite frankly, should be a one-day thing. We should see that be a one-day kind of flush. Or actually, Tuesday was down. And today, really, I don't care if it's bullish or bearish. Prefer a bullish candle for this scenario, but hold yesterday's low. We could go to 1-bar lows from here forward. Not to mention the expectation is to see this thing come back, retest the larger zone. Oh, I do have the ABCD turned off. Hold on. Let me go to the settings. See, I've got the ABCD turned off. It's right there. Let me bring that back on because this ABCD has complemented this shark zone here. And now we're back with a type 1 at 398.75. We're right there, 398.69. I mean, you are right there, folks. Let me know, guys, if this audio is not working out, I might have to reset the whole thing and restream this because I tried to set some things up yesterday. Didn't work. I don't know. I'll have to talk to my man. What's going on, Sean Finney? Yeah, we can look at Costco in a little bit. What else you guys want to look at? What's going on, Mr. Kennedy? Gary Fabian. Swooping Hawk. What's up? Mr. Mark Tuzzi. Victoria. Crypto Hammer. Evan. David. All you guys. The regulars and more are here. Great to see everybody. Thanks. You guys let me know if anything happens. But listen, when it comes to harmonic patterns, and if it comes to breaking harmonic patterns, which is what I want to talk about today, are we going to break this harmonic pattern scenario? Because we'll have plenty of time to react. So I'm not there yet. I laid out some recent long positions in our last session and some new picks for the gold members. And I've been saying all along, you want to see this come back up. If you're a real bear, you want a full retest of this ABCD and then go back down. So SPY remains the chart, not the futures. The SPY ETF remains the macro chart to be following for everything, even including crypto. And we will get to crypto. Bobby D says there's a Carney yellow dot. There's a BitBoy green dot. Do we need a Mitch Ray purple dot? Mitch doesn't need any dots. Mitch is the man. He's got it. He doesn't need any dots. I don't know the BitBoy. Should I know the BitBoy? I mean, I know who he is. You know, I don't know what his software is all about. Maybe his people are trying to do HSI and rename it. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, let's get into these major markets because we're at a turning point here where The narrative continues to be devastating. How could we be long? How could there be a long opportunity in this market? I don't know. Don't know. I mean, there's some things that uh, certain markets, certain stocks look amazing. Others, and even crypto, looks like it wants to go for the big type too and across the board. And we're going to get to those in a second because the crypto is really blindly follows harmonic pattern framework. So stay well away. You guys are saying, telling me stay away from the Bit Boy. I kind of like what he did trying to dox what's his face. I saw him do that, but I don't know the guy. Okay, I don't know. Anybody know him? I don't. I really I think what he does is a lot of project stuff. Listen, I'm not going to pull punches here. Crypto is a speculative market. I say that over and over, almost every time, every session, and that and make it clear to everybody here that if you're going to quote unquote load your bags, fill your bags, hold your bags, whatever bag that is, you're a speculator in crypto, and crypto is high beta, early stage tech where a lot of them fail. And I equate it to early .com phase, and God, it just seems forever ago, and I'm dating myself, but there was a zillion .coms, and 90% of them went bust when it finally did bust out. So we'll see. Thanks, Evan. Appreciate that. I guess really the takeaway for my software, the harmonic pattern framework, is that we are analyzing the natural supply demand, buying and selling on a proportional level using the same ratios that repeat in nature and form these what I call a market phylotaxis, patterns of growth and decline that are the same in nature. Who's going to mess with that? You going to mess with the big man and his rules? That's where I really feel like the basis, the essence of what we do. If it's spiral galaxies or plant phylotaxis, I mean, listen, these natural cycles that exhibit these ratios, that's telling you something. And then when we see it repeat in the markets over and over again, okay, these are levels, these are formations and combinations, conditions that you can't ignore. And so where we are currently is in a building phase after after a 15-month bear market, but it has followed the 1-2 framework. We know the deal with everything down at these lows, but you have to then bring into a definitive expectation going forward that there's no more room. Like I'm not sitting here saying, all right, well maybe if this comes under 386, I'll give it more time. No, we're out of time. We're out of price. And if we're going to fail, okay, it'll be a clear demonstrative breakdown of that. Then I'll switch hard and I'll say, okay, we have failed. But your days, many sessions away from that happening. That's what a lot of people are looking for. Not yet, though. I think it's premature to try to jump. It's premature to jump to either side. And I have been saying this for a long time that with crypto, with the major markets, every move is a reaction. That's it. And you have to treat it and trade it as such. Other than interest rates trending, not many markets are really in a trending phase. The rate, we'll look at these rates. I mean, these 3-month, 6-month T-bills they're outrageous. And it is something. It's cause for concern. We've been here before in this environment in terms of a lot of people talking about the bond inversion. If you don't know what that means, it's the difference between short-term and long-term rates. Okay, yes, it's equivalent to the early 80s, and the early 80s were a challenging time, but it wasn't a devastation move. Early 80s were just kind of a long, drawn-out time period for the markets that took 2 or 3 years to resolve it. That could be what's going on here, but you didn't get a flush. And we've already done a massive correction last year that is on par with many historic norms. S&P doing this kind of a move down, not following through in terms of time and price has satisfied a lot of typical bear market scenarios. So that is, those are some historic average norms. I'm a big believer in that. Okay, and I also am a big believer that the underlying trend of the market is up. You go through phases. You can go through 2 or 3 years of bad times, but in all of our lifetimes, every bear market has been about 15 months. That's it. So what we have, looking at patterns here, looking at things trying to stabilize and come off the low and make progress, where we are right now is it. You're a 3%, 5% trailing stop kind of a deal. I don't even know if it's 5%. It's probably 20 points. Yeah, maybe 5% maximum. We need some bullish candles going forward, hour to hour. Let's look at it. Let's look at today. Listen, we have something I want to show everybody. Something I've been doing a lot of work on HSI, and I'm noticing some things, especially around 12 noon or the 12 o'clock hour on 5-minute SPY or Qs that I want to highlight, where there's a lot of things happening at 12 noon. And just go back, the last couple of days, there's 12 noon. Where's the signal right after 12 noon? Well, there's the first one, a little bit delayed. We have another 5-minute HSI yellow dot. It's 12 noon right now. So maybe we start looking in this area. Did we come down? Did we hit that ABCD again? 398.13. Amazing. We hit it, guys. 398.15, 398.16. So close to a perfect type 2 on this little ABCD. It looks like this, that last little ditch down. By definition, this is an ABCD and it is a type 2. The hop level is a little bit of the overrun. There's the absolute ABCD. So tough to see that, but right now around 398.50, we're looking for a turnaround midday here. And the other thing, just take a look at your 12 o'clock hour each of the last several days. There's 12. Where's the first HSI? It's in here. Or where's HSI? Last couple of days to show you guys. There's 12 o'clock HSI. There's an HSI. This is peculiar to just simply 12. Here's one that failed, but you registered an HSI. It failed, but if you go over the course, or in or around that 12 o'clock hour, you're looking at your HSI levels. There's something going on there. There's from Thursday there, nothing really, but when you hear there's Wednesday and HSI, and again 12 p.m. Eastern. I don't know why. It's just, look, I search for relationships all day long and try to see these things come together. There's another one. So what do we have now? We've got some bullish HSI readings in the 12 o'clock hour. That's HSI dot, by the way. That's our confirmation dot. We do have a pattern down there. So this has an upward bias for our session right now, around 399. On the 5-minute SPY, that's real time. Oh, we want extended hours, by the way. My fault. Here's your extended hour chart. That's what you really want to. We've got a bat pattern. Check out the couple of patterns from Thursday. You did get that deep crab down there. All right, 398 on the 5-minute. You got a bunch of patterns here. We had a little bat pattern this morning that gave a reaction. This at a minimum should take you back up to like the 400 level as in our session right now. Take that for what it's worth, but in reality, this is truly a type 2 off of the 5-minute prior patterns from 2 days ago. And I know it's a little tough to see, But we had this crab off the big sell-off. Okay, think about it this way. Big Daddy Powell been talking for the last 2 or 3 days, and the market has just parked itself at the harmonic optimal support, that hop level, 398 with the daily stuff, the weekly, everything kind of trying to sit on this time frame, sit on this support level on these time frames, says, okay, let's look at that trigger, and maybe we can not only get up here to the 400 for the little bearish return for today. I mean, that's your bearish pattern for today. Clearly, target 1 at 398 is held. Maybe you go back to 400. Like I said, right now. Wait. Now. Go. But if we blow through here, what is at stake going into tomorrow is a target 2 to 404. Assuming all of this holds. So let's get sharp. It's an hour over hour assessment now, people. Really, where we are, harmonic traders, where we are by tomorrow close will tell us everything. Great to see everybody. Got more people piling in, really. Let's give away a volume 3. First person to type in V3, you'll win a book. That V3. No, I just slammed my desk. But a V3, who wants a book? We've been getting a lot of those out lately. I don't know, maybe the mail's getting better. But finally they're getting through. But that's what I'm looking at for today. We're now 399.18. That should be holding 399. Oh man, you guys are going to want me to hold on. Let's look at the SPY options. Adam, you win a V3. You got to go into the Discord. Contact Miss Stephanie. Let's look at those DTEs. Expiring today. Pretty interesting. Your 399s are trading at about 68 cents. The 398s, sorry. The 399 call options are 87 cents right now. They expire today. Okay? Essentially, that takes you up to be in the money on that option there if your target is 400. Maybe you go with the 397s. The 398s, I'm sorry. 398s are now 155. Let's keep an eye on that one. Again, you're looking for that 5-minute pattern to fail. And you're looking for this thing by tomorrow, 404.61. That's a heck of a call. Really, that's a target 2 off the type 2 should kind of get us on a continuation. Oh man, you guys are going to get me here. Hold on. I want to buy a couple. Let me get a couple here. Let's see. Let's see if I can scalp in. All right. Let's see if I can scalp in on some 399s. Adam, you win. We'll give away a gold membership, and I'll give away one more book. You guys hang in until the end of the session. Couple more. Really quick. The Qs. Fighting that 300 level, but look, these two vehicles, the SPY and the Qs, should be on your radar every day. Here's the Qs on a 5-minute basis. Nice. Little back-to-back pattern. We had a 5-minute here at 299. The 5-minute bat. Let me blow it up. Let's keep an eye on it. Yeah, that too, around 298. And take a look at our daily Qs. There's daily Qs. This is even in a better situation than the SPY in terms of its yellow dot, thrust, 1, 2, but holding the lows, which is critical. Again, for the Qs, you get above 304.20, then you've got some follow through. And I think at a minimum with the Qs having this beautiful a bat pattern where the reaction's over. And if you're new to this and you just want to go dot to dot, so be it. But your last dot is on the bullish side at 290.75. But that has to hold. That you boosting stops here, and you're looking for this to continue on a daily back up to 312.58. And I'll take it in chunks, like I said. But who came out? Some guy came out recently, said that he was looking for a crash within 60 days or something like that. I don't know if it'd be 60 days. Seasonality is into play, probably. But I would say go for the type 2 and then down. If that's really if you're that bearish and we want to kind of really fine tune what's happening there, then it would be on the return phase. Yes, David, I appreciate that. If you have won a book or a gold membership before, please let other people participate to win. Okay? Even if you've won a book and then you want to get a gold membership, but if you won a book in the last month or two, just chill, please. Let some other people win. I'm happy to oblige, but let's kind of spread the wealth a little bit. Some of you guys, I think, have faster connections, and that's why it's easier maybe for you to respond. But the whole deal for what we're looking at on the Qs on this daily would be a retest up to the XA level, and then you're there. A live trading video would be a lot of fun, asks or says Palm Tree. Yeah, we do that on Mondays in the Monday Gold Members session. Check that out. So let's focus on this. You're literally back to a 3-bar range on the Qs. 3-bar range, 295 on the top side here is 304. And you'll be squeezed and you'll take time. Also, these indicator readings, I mentioned them last time, you're above the 50 level. That's a great thing for this kind of continuation. And then the bigger deal, look, amplified on your daily. Hit that 50 2 days ago and bounced off. That is remarkably significant. It's really important that that holds and you see continuation up. Really what you want to do is take out that reading from 2 days ago. The reading itself, get above this 60 area and then go and follow through up to complete the type 2. We're going to get into crypto that has done that. The crypto is in the final phases of completing a lot of type 2s. Keep an eye on it. I think that this chart's probably, at least for the action this year with this type 2 action and beautiful confirmation, might even be clearer than the SPY right now in the last, 20 days. But for now, 290.75 is target 1, and that's support. You break the low, you break under 288, then we've got other things to deal with. Beyond that, let's see. What's the 5-minute showing us on Qs? 5-minute. All right, yeah, we're back down for the type 2 off the 5-minute bat. What'd the SPY do? SPY rolling back down? Anything there? We're rolling right back down for the SPY here. You're back down at target 1 at 390. What's that? 398.41. All right. Watch that. Watch that for today. Target 1 needs to hold on this. Let me highlight. Let's go quickly to the Dow Diamonds because they've held up. They took a big whack last week, but they're trying to. There's no follow through on these. Here's the daily, and you are squeezed within this range. We talked about being between 32.5 and 34.5 or 340, sorry, on the ETF to 325 to 340. That's it. Beyond that, we break down here on the diamonds. There'll be plenty of time to capture the breakdown. But we already have a type 2, and let me clean up the chart. See, for the diamonds, it went through the 1-2 framework. You know, you went to here, then on the daily we came back down with not only confirmation, you know, almost a perfect hop test, but everything that you want to see at XA level. Interesting that on this daily chart, look, you had this yellow dot, but it was above XA level. So that's the relevant dot right there. That's the relevant confirmation between XA and hop, and that acted in ideal fashion. You go dot to dot on something like this, you know, there's your first signal for clearing out. And now we generated, you know, we seem to go from dot to dot to dot. That's how HSI was designed. But now with that confirmation, additional confirmation, it really clarifies the picture. Couple more. Let's look at some of those big ones. Things like, Microsoft. And here's something with Microsoft. We had that Gartley, reactive Gartley from February, but that's all it is reaction. 251. And we have perfect confirmation. That's what you want to see, where that should, with the Gartley, go to a type 2 at 274.95. 1 second. And then if we're looking for the short, if we're looking for a big short in Microsoft, it's like that. You come back to 275, give us confirmation, maybe in about 2 weeks, and then it sets up, maybe at some point in April. Until then, you know, you're consolidating at target 1 after a Gartley reaction. And it coming off of a type 2, at least for Microsoft it was, or is, and a lot of these. Here's another one, Google. Remember 93, folks, still 93.33 is that XA level. Now we ran into, and this is going to be interesting to watch, we had a dot down here right at the end of February that in this zone, see there's XA at 93.33, there's your dot, a little bit lower at 89, 89.50. We had a bounce, 94. We have an HSI arrow right now, but it has yet to roll over. It does not go official until this afternoon. So, and it relates to this indicator right there. Is that going to come out of the zone? It's not until the close. So what to take it to 4 o'clock today. Take it to 4 o'clock. But Alphabet, it is a type 2. And despite that counter HSI signal, if that generates today, we're still shooting for target 2, 111.28. Victoria says she bought a little too much Google too soon. I don't know what's too soon. Is it above 93.33? Because that's something that helps us with the framework. That if we're in this zone, you know, and I said this from the first book, that Harmonic Trader book from 98. I don't know if many of you know about that. There's actually 4 books. The Harmonic Trader was the first book. But the goal was to build the zone and then be looking at or just beyond the zone for confirmation, signs of life, signs of change in trend. So 93.33, that's always a minimum structural level. And take a look at where If we're looking at 93.33, and then where in this zone do we have confirmation? Well, there's one. There's a second one. That's why I like Google here for target 2, 111. Keep an eye on that. Yeah, Justin, we can look at that. We can look at a few of them. A couple of those single dollar penny style uh, patterns that I have popped up in the last many month or two are starting to go. But this one, Google, it's there. And again, talk to me about a failure under 93. Like if we got a 3-bar failure under 88 or something, then I would say this whole thing fails. But it's still a perfect type 2 within that framework. Next one would be, of course, Amazon, just in the same boat there. Same kind of a deal. This one's I think not as clean as, say, Google is. Yeah, there's a bat pattern here. The crab pattern down here around 92. And we did get a dot. That's the thing. A lot of these are printing dots. That's it. They're printing dots in a way that then just kind of tightens the zone on everything. They all need to respond off of these dots. Bitcoin's nuking. What's going on with Bitcoin? You mean like right now it's nuking? I wouldn't call down 200 nuking on Bitcoin. We'll get to crypto in a second. Although we talked about that last time. Really quick, the other one that seems to be rolling over, so no, this is a little different story, is Tesla. Now we got possible rollover on Tesla with these 3 dots, and it has decided to break down out of this range just the last few days. Are we going to go into a type 2 return on Tesla? Because this week is probably going to generate the HSI arrow down. I'm watching that. I'm watching that for the return. And that would be all the way down to 127, folks. So put that in your hat and wear it, as they say. What about the 5-minute? What do we have on a 5-minute chart here? Ooh, that it bounced early today. Got nothing. Not on the 5-minute at all. This is the scenario, though, for a lot of these that if the market's going to roll over and go into a type 2 and retest that, something like Tesla would go there. It would go to 127. The thing about Tesla as well is this would be a 3-bar breakdown with HSI. So, that's the trigger that you're looking for in most cases. Beyond that, let's see how much of a follow through we can get. Daily time frame. Yeah. We talked about this on Tuesday, this triple dot thing. Okay, all that is you have a series of HSI dots. Look, there's the first one, second one, and the third one is hidden underneath here. But you do have a whole lot of resistance at around that 211 area that why not go back? Wouldn't be too much of a surprise for Tesla now that, okay, reaction over on the weekly, 127.88. We've seen this in crypto. Whole bunch of things that are, shaping up in this regard. I do think this is all reaction territory either way you slice it. Any way you slice it. So keep an eye on that one, on all of those. BTC, Evan saying under 21,297 breaks uh, the level from where FTX collapsed. Sure, I agree with that. Obviously, you got the a big announcement tomorrow. So be it. No, I mean I'm pretty much in a TV blackout myself. But then we have other patterns. Here's something. There's the three ideas for members that I shared with the group here. Tower Semiconductor. All right, beautiful bat pattern. Type 2 crab pattern. So we see a lot of nice back-to-backs that are responding. It's not like this whole thing, this whole market is falling apart across the board because, yeah, some stocks are getting crushed. Others trying to hold up, do reactions. The other semiconductor that I showed on Tuesday was KLAC, and that had a nice pop. There you go. KLAC is a Gartley type 1 with a dot that went right to target 1, 373 to 390. But probably that's it for now. I would look for that in that zone, come back and retest. Beyond that, all right, wait and see. I think you've got stuff like you want to see a continuation. Otherwise, if that rolls back down, it's it's a 3-day, 4-day phenomenon, and the bigger opportunity will come on the retest. What's TV? Exactly. What is TV? I don't know. And then there's other these old economies. Look, here's Coca-Cola, folks. This one and J&J. Look, there's a little crab pattern there on Coca-Cola. That's a type 2, and it should get you to 62.48. It's not a huge mover, but with still adhering to the harmonic pattern structure. The big one I'm looking at right now, I want to share this with everybody, is Johnson & Johnson. So we've been talking around 159 or so, maybe as low as 150. Sorry, 158 with the Gartley. But now with the hop around 150, where's confirmation? Not there yet. But looking down in this 155 between the two zones, maybe favor the hop level, but this is a continuation pattern within a long-term uptrend. So Johnson & Johnson is going to be a slow mover, but again, in a beautiful type 2 position here against, look at the long-term uptrend. Okay, it's like that. And it's even on a weekly chart as well. That's remarkable. I like, these kind of setups that come back and confirm the prior level. Establish your support. Add a trend continuation. Hey, Carthago, you're asking, once we enter a downtrend, can we short anywhere in the downtrend as long as we have a wider stop? Why would you? Why wouldn't you wait for like a counter trend move? You get kind of, you get some pretty clear confirmation with, even when you've already broken out of a trend. I mean, this is the SPY, and maybe conversely, to your point about those tertiary type signals, like once you get a pattern and then you get that secondary confirmation, is it still okay to enter the trade? This is exactly what you're describing. All right, because all the way down here was your hop levels. There's your type 2. That first signal, that's the ideal long for the type 2. Going to target 2 at 437. You're not there yet. You hit target 1. I know there's a bunch of bearish patterns here, but If you were, let's say, if you were long, okay, I don't have a short example to match what you're saying, but let's say you were long here, or you didn't get long here. Could you get long there? Yes. Could I get long here? Yes. Obviously, the risk reward and your, well, more important, your reward target is maximum down here on the first retest. But that's a secondary, that's a tertiary. These are continuation signals. That's reversal confirmation signal because it's in the zone. But it has to hold, and you break this uptrend, you break the whole market. So take that for what it's worth, and I'll bump stops even from like 3,900. For the SPY, it would be more like even now it's not even 378 anymore. It's more like 386. You have to hold, and you just keep doing that. I mean, it's either going to progress and make that move and bust out, break the resistance, or we do the retest and then roll back down. Either way, what is at stake when you fail is the whole thing. I mean, it's you go to a weekly or you go to a monthly. There's really not any other room here. Hold on. Hold on. There you go. And dot to dot on your weekly level, part of the reason why this is such a fight is you have an HSI check back. Around 414 is your last weekly bearish signal. Bullish looks like that. So which way does that zone break? Up or down? Up or down? I mean, again, you break it either way, the continuation is going to be significant. I stand to really stick to the reactive nature of what's going on. You know, it's going to be just sharp, rigid moves from resistance down to support, you know, back up to resistance until we whittle our way out. So I think it's a little premature to try to call for something bigger, major, some kind of major problem in development. Like, I don't know, who's the guy? There's a lot of these guys that hawk the gold coins and they're gold bugs, and they don't like the stock market, they don't like equities, and they're just saying, okay, someday the stock market's going to go down 90%. Yeah, maybe, but not in your lifetime. And I want to just kind of narrow it down to recent ranges, the obvious ranges, and play those reactions. Scott Yarbo is asking, does the silver membership come with the same benefits as gold, but one less software? Scott, the silver membership, it does not include the gold circle, our Monday meeting, and it only includes one software. Hit me up on the Discord. And for anybody else, if you have questions, please hit us up on the Discord about any of the software or the website, but everything is on the basic members page. And do take advantage of these trials, please. Get the books. Get volume 3. I think volume 3 is the way to start, and go there. Just click and read it. People are bugging me for a volume 4. I don't know, man. Mitch was bugging me for a volume 4, and then a couple other people are saying write a volume 4. I probably have enough material in terms of like conceptualizing what HSI means and HSI dot and how to be looking at even 3-bar breakdowns, which is some standard technical analysis. But the other part of the volume 4, if that ever was to take shape, and again, it's in my brain, and this is how the books, for me, the books kind of like fester in my brain for a year or two. And I usually like write them in my head before I actually write them. But the volume 4 would have to have all the stories. It would have to have all the crazy stories. It would have to have all the personal stories, and it would be a very personal thing. And believe me, I'm thinking about it, but it probably wouldn't be till next year. Maybe volume 4 in 2024. I don't know. And yes, it would focus on crypto and the crazy money we made in crypto just in 2021 on that cycle. So I'm thinking about it. We'll see, but get all the books here. The Harmonic Trader book right there, 1998. That's amazing. That's 25 years now. But that was my personal journal. So if you haven't seen that book, go through that, because those are all of the initial interpretations. Okay, and you got to understand that, like, potential reversal zone, PRZ, even the basic pattern definitions, all brand new interpretations. So check that one out. And then, of course, get the seminars, webinars. Check that in the Discord. Our cheat sheets, great harmonic pattern cheat sheet as well, right there. Like, and all the advanced strategies, all on one page. So that's all free, folks. Get that material. And again, the other message with this is, please take your time. Like, welcome, especially new people. Welcome to the community. But do take your time. Digest this, chew your food, so to speak, and let it really sink in to connect the dots before you jump. What do we got here? Really quick, I want to go back to SPY, and then I'm going to, on the 5 minute, looks like we've got bat pattern. No? All right, now you have something. You filled the gap. That's a little bit better. It's still a type 1 off of the bat, but now you have a back-to-back. Where's HSI? No confirmation. Blah. All right, no confirmation. It's 12 noon. What's the signal? It's now you got a pattern. We're in the 12 o'clock hour here. Is there? Nothing yet. I would be looking for that signal after 12 or in the 12 o'clock hour, but you've got a pattern. That's something for today. Yesterday was really tight. Today, tight again. So you're pretty choppy. Final point about the SPY, and I want to bring this up again, is where's our 200-day moving average? Listen, everybody's looking at that red line. Everyone is looking at that red line. So pull up a 200-day moving average and just understand where that is. Maybe we try to come and retest that one time, but there's no room be underneath there between the 200-day and target 2. That would be it. You know, that's your maximum tolerance going forward. But you have a bat pattern on the 5 minute, and maybe we can get this thing to produce a reaction. Okay, I need to go to crypto because there are things that have happened, and I want to shoot right to the total 3 index, which is all the altcoins, and it's why the altcoins took a you know what. The T coins took a you know what. The T coins did a type 1 reaction, and they hit target 1 now off of the bat pattern. No confirmation on HSI, but quite close. There's a chance that could go lower to 331. You know, is that 331? 331 billion. That would be target 2. So for your crypto, we do have some interesting things I'm going to highlight, but the index needs to get oversold. We need to pivot out. That's actually amplified RSI is in a good spot, and it just hit the oversold and trying to pivot out, but not yet. Crypto Hammer says the red line on the SPY is turning up. Yes. Yep. It's turning up, but we're in that consolidation zone, and everything's a reaction still. And same with crypto. I mean, this is a reaction on your altcoins. Target 1, XA level to target 1. That's it. No confirmation up at that level, which kind of helps to tell me that's only a reaction. If we had confirmation, I'd say maybe there's something larger going to go down, but not yet. And then the total crypto, that's an alternate bat where you're, look, last 6-7 days finally bleeding out 934 billion. Target one would be the spot with your 200-day moving average down at 903. And I said this last time, don't be surprised to see that thing come down. There's HSI oversold finally. So that's a starting point. But that has to pivot out, and same with Amplified. It's in a great position, but now you need one green candle. So you just step back, let that do its thing. We will get the trigger, and I want to go into a lot of these type 2 crypto for you because they're in the spot now. They're in that type 2 spot that we want to see for a lot of the T coins. Remember, T coins, toilet coins, they're below the S coins. They are typically under $1 billion market cap, and they've lost 90+% of their value with massive weekly, daily patterns. But let's run the top 5. Let's go Bitcoin first. And I'm going to bring up some new ones as well. So what's happening here, folks? The shark, bat, whatever. 24, 25. It's quite clear. Nothing changes on that. And we said that all along, that there was really this recent surge from the beginning of the year was all about altcoins. It's not even about Ethereum or Bitcoin. Bitcoin is above 25.3, where I would be interested in it, where I would really think a major acceleration could happen, and didn't take shape on this one. So come back to target one, please. 23.74. You're $900 away. Number 2, Ethereum. Talk about stuck in a zone. Number 2, Ethereum, I think, is doing things that are a little disappointing if you're an Ethereum maximalist. I would say Bitcoin has done more impressive things in the last 2 months than Ethereum. And what's the chance this breaks down, goes to target one that's your 200-day moving average? I would say pretty good, 14.23 to satisfy this reaction. That's it. Delayed reaction here, but there's confirmation. You broke the trend line. Couldn't even get to the hop level. I don't think it's going to be much in terms of this reaction. You're not going to see a massive dump underneath here. I just think you got to go through the reaction and maybe come up later and retest this. But you're sandwiched between the obvious dots. I mean, even if we took off all the patterns and generally drew off the dots, there's yellow dots at around 1650, just shy of 1700, and your bullish are around 1130. So we're closer to the resistance. And that's Ethereum. And I'm probably not going to long anything until Ethereum can really prove itself above 1763, 1770. And then it would take off, but that's not what it's doing. Goes into a harmonic pause. We should come back. You got several things. 1423. So for now, that's it. That's all you got for now on Ethereum. Number 3 is Binance Coin, and I'm less of a fan. Every day it seems like I'm less of a fan of Binance, and they kind of smell like FTX in a way. I don't know, maybe CZ and SBF use the same cologne. I don't know, but this is smelling the same way, where you had that Silvergate crypto bank go under. That's a liquidation. That was one of the reasons why this thing got crushed in the last couple of days. But Binance Coin, I think you have to treat this as a static consolidation zone. And until you can come back, either give me a dot down here or come all the way back to 250, 260 before I would look at that, but it's still range bound. Number 4 was, what was it, Solana? We switch these up. Look, Solana's like a lot of these that went into a type 2. Let's get the right one. Sorry, there you go. This is clearly a deep crab. Solana is probably the best of the crypto that's been showing us the framework. And with your 200-day moving average, that's undeniable. Yellow dot, downtrend 200-day, and we know this is a reaction. That's all it is. You went from 12, well, really 8, but your measured levels 12 up to 24, 2350. You're going back down. And you're at 18 now. You're going to have to go to 12. You're going to have to go back to 12. You have to. It's just the rules. It's the framework at hand. Solana, yeah, you could not bust through. You had a couple of attempts, but every time, not only target one, but this 200-day moving average thumped it. And clear breakdown, 3-bar breakdown, 3-bar continuation, take out the prior lows around 19 and change. That's it. XRP, something's cooking in there. Something is cooking. And I don't have to spend much time on this because we talked about it on Tuesday. But you'll get a news announcement and that will spring it. And it'll probably spring it for a pretty hard move up to some targets where you're going low to mid 30s down here, back up to 55. Beyond that, we'll see what happens. But if you can hold on, you want to try to take advantage of that, play it off the yellow dot. Coming up fast. Now, there are a number of these T coins that have done things where it's undeniable. Here's YFI. And that was a beautiful bat pattern all the way at the low, but it's done. It ran right into target 2 at 10.6, did a yellow dot. I got to think we're full type 2 mode now. I mean, the way that has come off where you were just 11,000, now you're under 8,000. Go retest at 5,200. That's nothing, but that's how we look at it no matter what. Couple more like that I feel are strong patterns that need the type 2 to really seal it off is where's Compound? I think Compound, just a couple of weeks ago, I was literally stuttering over the fact that this thing did such a strong move. And I'm like, well, if we could get down lower, if we could do a retest or get confirmation lower, that might set it off. Well, now you're 41. I'm looking for 30. Go retest that shark, please. You retest the shark, then you're probably feeling better about the whole confirmation aspect of what's going on there. And that's a big one that when we do get down there, we want to be ready. And just like that one and Cardano, remember what I said on Tuesdays that XA at 28.4 cents is a foregone conclusion, maybe as low as 25.5. Once you get there down here, now you're 2 of 2 for Cardano, and that's probably the best pattern setup we've had in Cardano in years. On the retest. Couple more that are down there that really affirm what the broader market of crypto is doing. Where'd you go? Chili's. And I said this yesterday or Tuesday, it was around 12 and a half that we would come back to 11.5, and we did. And what's down here is a crab pattern right there at 11.5, and I'm looking for where's confirmation? Not yet. Taking a lot more time, but give me confirmation on that secondary run. Beyond that, we'll see. Is BTC done? It's done for now. But BTC really hasn't been on. BTC has just been, bouncing reaction to reaction, and that is it. There's really not, we're not in any moon phase, and that's what I've been trying to hammer home, that if you're looking for moon phase, you're not in the right spot. If it was a year from now and we were making progress, I would say sure. So just be patient with it. Mitch and I, we had dinner on Sunday and we talked about a lot of these patterns, a lot of these big patterns that a year from now, where will we be with all of this? Will we be looking back at the likes of, say, like Ethereum Classic, which has, some real beautiful structure to it? There's a big bat pattern on ETC. Wants to come back, looks like maybe as low as 17 and then blast off, because that would be the ideal scenario. And we're looking for 2 of 2s across the board. I said this on Tuesday, and I'll stick to it. This is the Fetch AI. I think we've got to come back on the weekly. It was an amazing, it was a 10x, 5 cents to 50 cents, but it ran right into target 1 at 51.59, printed a dot at around 40 cents, and looks like it's going to do it this week. There you go. So come back to 17.5 cents and then go, because it's the 1-2 framework. Couple of more. Filecoin. This has been a real sleeper. Not in a good way. But it is a type 2 bat. And the bat, a delayed reaction, but came up to target 1. Hit target 2 at 893 and then printed a yellow dot back down. I would say back down to 554. You're almost there. You are almost there. Are you guys still on your toes? Let's give away a gold membership. First person to type in gold, we'll give you one more gold membership. And at the very end, I'm going to give away one more book. Who wants a gold membership? Let me know. Fetch AI as well. Take a look at the patterns down here. There's a deep crab and a Efron Silva. You win. So contact Miss Stephanie on Discord. Got to keep you guys on your toes. But here's something with Filecoin where extension pattern, retracement pattern, basing and basing and basing, all of that, around $5 or a little under $5. Significant. These are significant developments. It's a type 2. Take a look. You did that type 1 move. All the way up to 727. There, and now you're back down. 554 is the minimum level. Minimum. Beyond that, we'll see. We're very close. So far, the low on Filecoin, 559. Almost hit it within 5 cents. But it does matter, even though you're back up. And today, trying to print a yellow dot only if that remains bullish. Couple more of these because they're so close. And here's the graph. All right, the graph had a nice move. That was trading at 5 cents. It went to 20 cents. Now it's at 12. There's a yellow dot if we print a bullish candle today. And we always want to be looking to the right of the dot, hopefully with a pattern that accommodates it, which we do from all the way back there. But I'm looking at this as saying, okay, maybe the next day or two, that can trigger at around 11 cents. And that links up with some of these larger pattern numbers. Definitely been sloppy. Does not trade like traditional finance, but it's still following the framework, even though it's taking longer. Couple more. Here's another one, H bar, where come on back. Come on back. Okay, good. You did. You're there now. Here's the shark zone. And that was 6 to 5.3 cents. It went as low as 3.6, but that's fine. I'm more concerned with this segment that went to target 2 and then got thrown back down. That tells me this area for H bar, even as low as like 540, 542, that should absolutely get a retest and then print a dot. I mean, you can wait for dots. You are oversold deeply. So I want to see that pop out now and then come on back. We covered Tesla in the beginning of the session. A couple more. Some interesting ones. Where'd it go? Oh, here's SHIB. SHIB probably better than Doge. Definitely better than Doge. SHIB has an HSI trying to generate. I know the 4-hour has something too. There you go. 4-hour crab pattern on SHIB at 10.8 cents. But I'm favoring the hop now because of basically this phenomenon. HSI and check back and confirmation where you've just gone sideways for a couple of days. If that was not going to have any issue, we'd be turning up. So watch SHIB, and the last confirmation on the 4-hour was bearish, so we probably have some more work to do on the likes of that. It has to come in. You have to trigger off of HSI. Sean, I'll circle back on Costco. Circle back on a couple other ones as well. Palm Tree wants Ave. And Ave was another big weekly pattern. And these are the kind of structures you want. Again, T coins, you want them less than $1 billion market cap. You want them 90% off their all-time highs. And you want patterns. And there you go. All the way down, maybe 70 or 72 now. I'd be surprised if it didn't get there. The only issue I have is, your moving average is definitely rolling over. It would need to do a lot of work to get above there. So maybe we get down to the hop on, that's the 4-hour. What's the hourly on Ave? Maybe if we connect dots, maybe a shark. Something like this. Fake out to the 113. And then maybe down something like that would be, would be a place to target. Typical type 2 with a pattern. Couple more, and then I'm going to circle back to the stocks. Gala, sure, that was a high flyer. Now back to earth. Not bad, 3.2. You got a whole bunch of numbers around 3 cents even. What's that look like on the weekly? Probably needs a little more time. There you go. And then a couple of the other ones, like here's Phantom. That was a high flyer, couldn't get above 50 cents. Coming back down now with an HSI dot. So, all right, another one I did not catch. Probably one of the best ones of the year, but relative to this pattern, we haven't made much progress. Not too concerned. What do I think about Atom Cosmos? Probably a retest, although that's held up relatively well. I just do think that that's going to get you a retest to 8 and change, like that. And Cosmos, there you go. It did a almost perfect type 2 crab pattern, and you're back down here where you're going to retest the Gartley, and I would say that says 9.5 cents. You're trading 10.8, but I would look under XA level. I wouldn't be surprised to see that thing, under 9, maybe 8. If it does a big flush to 6.4 and then reverses, that's probably the capitulation. Keep an eye on that one because several of them have backed off. Matic. I know a lot of people talking about Matic, but that got really ripped. And where are you going? Here you go. All right, nice. Yeah, got a yellow dot on that. But look, you do have some big patterns there. It's a crab. What it is a crab where target 1 was hit, 134.15. And why not? Why wouldn't we come back for one more time? I get to 60, 65 cents. I think you have to be patient on that. Meanwhile, SPY has rolled over. SPY has rolled over, breaking down. Here's Mask. You want that? Who said that? OXIG said that. Mask needs a return. There's XA level. Yeah, it did it. It satisfied it actually. But you're rolling back down. That's daily. What's the weekly look like? Yeah, not a lot. Not a lot to go on there. Just want to take a look at the monthly. Yeah, I think that's going to just need more time. I mean, with the way these have kind of come off the lows and now grinding sideways to lower, yeah, respect the zones that have to get retested. That's around $2. You do have this deep crab pattern. Despite everything else, your terminal bar, everything 194, 195. So, yeesh. Let's see. Let's see. And a couple of the other ones that I mentioned, the T coins like Zcash, they have fallen down. Now look at Zcash. Almost at the XA level for 34. Are you going to wait for 34? I would. because it's a perfect type 1, type 2 characteristics that helps us to kind of affirm we should be waiting. We should be looking for this kind of behavior that's the standard management model and then blast off like that. Here's the other one, Cardano. 28 cents, and that doesn't change. I said that last time, and I really think that that's where the bigger opportunity for Cardano and sorry folks, hold on. Sorry, I lost you for a minute. What I'm saying is Cardano hit the obvious 200-day moving average with being at target 1. There's only one place for that to go back and retest the zone at 28.29 cents, and that's a minimum. We could come back as low as 23 or 24. Don't be surprised to see that. We are clearly in the return phase on these. Clearly, if we wanted that opportunity, like let's say you believe in Cardano and all the things that they talk about with Cardano, it has to be on the retest. That's it. You have to wait for that. And I some of the other ones that I showed on Tuesday are the same boat. Look at this. What do we got? We got S&P now down 28 after it being mildly positive this morning. Let's circle back there. We'll do more of that on Tuesday, folks. The crypto thing, the crypto deal is in a return phase, and we have to just suck it up. It has to complete that type 2 return before opportunities show themselves once again. It's not there yet. It'll be there, but not there yet. I'll look at, before I finish up with the other ones I missed. Yeah, BTC. All right, there you go. Now it took out support, but look, target 1, 23.74. That's where you go. And you're probably going to hear stories of liquidation and all of this stuff that will come. I would not be surprised. But beyond that, we'll see. I'm not, again, I'm not really going to move away from the thought or perspective that these are all reactive moves until something larger, much bigger develops. Even if this was if this could come up, like let's say we hit target 1, all right, and then retest. That's again where the larger moves, or I can assume reversals like that. So I just take it in chunks here. 21,000 now, Target one is 20,300. That could get hit tonight. Yeah, palm tree, you're right. On the 21st. The 21st is coming up in about 12 days, and that's been cycle low for many of these. Tomorrow's going to be a big day. There'll be a big day tomorrow. Because if that seals the deal and we break down, then I'll go full force. And we will be back in return phases across the board. Right now, we're in reaction. Couple of more. You guys have me. Okay, yeah, the GBTC thing. GBTC is, there's your daily, but look, we had a monthly Gartley here. And that's still the case. So this is something interesting I brought up as kind of a secondary insight into Bitcoin, that back in, what was it, December, we finally got a dot. GBTC trying to form a Gartley. This is the kind of pattern you want to see cycle to cycle. Big M formation. It's a Gartley because your B point's at a 618, D point with an ABCD at 786. All of that's around 13. There's confirmation. Do we have a 3-bar breakout anywhere? No. Not yet. I am working on something that will help identify those 3-bar breakdowns after the dot. We could identify 3-bar violations all over the place. I want to see them after the dot, after a pattern, in a zone. Yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah, BTC is right at 21K. It's 2,300. It's 20,300 for that, for BTC. And you're still in a reaction on that. A couple of the ones I missed. I promised, let's circle back really quick. Let's look at SPY. That was a non-confirmation. On the 5-minute, we were looking for confirmation. There you go. Didn't get it. Failed. Failed the bat. Look, there's where the bat was. Where's confirmation? Nothing. That's a failure. He must have been saying some bad things. 4-hour time frame for SPY, folks. This was the thing that I've been waiting for. So now we hit the XA level. A couple days ago on the 4-hour, I wanted to bring this up. We fell just shy of the XA level. The XA level is 396.40. That bar, the low is 396.59. All right. So now what we have, and this is critical. Remember, you have daily levels all here. Now you have a 4-hour type 2. Geez, I wish we had one more day. I wish this happened yesterday, because then we'd be in a lot better spot to really nail this. But 396.40 is the type 2. And it's a check back. But what do you need? One, you'll need to get through literally the rest of today and get to tomorrow afternoon with some green candles to hold this. You've got HSI, you've got a full type 2, and the hop level at 390 is the maximum tolerance underneath here. You're just, you're trying to check back now, which you have, and Amplified will come in here very soon. I think this little flush you're seeing right now is the retest. It's the final part of the 4-hour type 2 that started, like, beginning of the month. It started, really go back to end of February. But the first week of March, we got that move and slam it right back down. This is the type 2. This is the confirmation. Okay, 396 is it. That's what you're looking for, but you're still a day. You're 2 more bars, 2 4-hour bars away from finalizing that confirmation. So be patient with it. And we could trigger even a little bit lower than 396. You're 395 and change right now. But you just hit that level. So be it. I like what's going on there. I did promise someone I'd look at Costco from the very beginning, so here you go. And while I'm doing that, I'll give away one more gold membership. First person to type in gold, GOLD, wins. Here's Costco. That's a 4-out. Where's the daily? Something on here, the daily, I thought. Mike, you win a gold membership. Welcome, Mike. You got to contact Miss Stephanie. Go to the Discord. Here's Costco. It's a type 2. A lot of back-to-back patterns. But 478 and yesterday's yellow dot, at least at a minimum, should hold. If it doesn't, you go under 478 and go over those lows, you are in trouble. But it should be doing something like this. And so tomorrow's response is going to be huge because of all the signals we have here. What we're seeing right now, this thing's rolling over. You're at lows of the day right now. Right now at 390. Sorry, 39.60 on the futures. SPY's at 395 and change. Something like Costco, again, if you're going to break down, it's under all of these signals, and it would be a big one. If tomorrow's an ugly day, then I'll be talking to you in a different way come Tuesday. That's for sure. And I would say, all right, let's switch it. Let's switch the position and let's play for the larger breakdowns. And things that come to mind are saying something like Tesla, now down 5, but there's 50 lower. If we're in a full type 2 return on the weekly for Tesla, folks, I would have to think by tomorrow we close it for the week. It's pretty much assured we're going to get there. And it's not like this is going to come to 171. It's got to come back for the zone. My only problem, I wish to God that would have hit 221. And that's what I was gunning for, looking for that to hit 221 and roll over. But we'll get not only the HSI, but we'll get a 3-bar breakdown, which is significant. And then any continuation under the close, you get under these levels here. Yeah, Tesla will have to retest. It will have to retest. A lot of scattered situations. But if you can't hold this level for Tesla, then by definition, the larger opportunity is on the retest of the bat. And that's at 127. I don't know, what are the 130s trade for? Like if we were to go out in time on the 130 puts for Tesla, let me just take a quick look at that because that would be an acceleration move. Let me take a look. Like let's say the June. Let's say what are the June? I don't have enough strikes here. Hold on. It would pretty much have to be a lottery ticket. You go out to, those are expensive. That's remarkable. The June 130 puts are trading, they're asking $5. That's insane. It would have to go to 125 to be in the money. But we'll see. I think this is the week. You close it there, then we'll have to deal with it. And we'll get it. I mean, we will close out of the zone. HSI has clearly gave you in the inflection. The real continuation will begin when HSI gets to the 50 mark, just like it did here last time. There's your 50, or here, there's your 50. So again, early stages on a lot of these. That first thrust stuff that started in January, February, that's probably all it is. Now, crypto, stocks across the board. But everything is a reaction. And the best way to handle that, folks, just trade it on a 5-minute. If you're a day trader and you're here looking for opportunities that aren't like longer term swing stuff, just pull up 5-minute charts and look for opportunities on 5-minute charts. Nothing there. Nothing on Tesla. But that's really the way to think about the current situation. I'm still in between. I think if you're going to have some kind of catastrophe, the breakdown will be so dramatic that it'll have clear acceleration with clear targets, and that's stuff like going back, like for Tesla to go back to the weekly level at 127 minimum. That's what's at stake. But this last segment would be probably the most devastating, even more devastating than the second half of last year. Now you have an HSI. That's something else you have not had. This is a first look. That's the first bearish HSI since right at the top. I'm paying attention fully. I'll come back on Tuesday, folks, and we will do this justice, and we'll know. We'll know. I thought we would get it by today. We haven't achieved it. And here's the other thing. If we don't break up and do the bullish thing by next week, then I'll have to say this is running out of time. Think about that, because every harmonic pattern trigger has a window of time. So on your daily chart for SPY, look, we're going to fail this dot, and you're breaking down right now. Go underneath there. That's when the larger acceleration will happen. I just think you're still in. There's the yellow dot. Today's day 3, 2 more days. Today's day 4 post there. Maybe one more day. And then we'll see. But the crash scenario that everyone, well, all the bears are looking for, it's under target 2 if it happens. And then we'd shoot the gap for something larger. Not there yet. Doesn't look great. It doesn't look promising, but believe me, I just hang tough with this, and we'll see if that plays out. It's been a choppy week, probably the most choppy of the year to date. All right, that's what I have for today, folks. Listen, everybody that won, congratulations. Please get with Miss Stephanie on Discord. Anyone that has questions or needs to get with the software, go to the basic members page and get with us on Discord. Discord is number 4 here, and that's really where you can get all the help that you need to get set up, all right? Until then, we'll see you Tuesday, folks. Have a great weekend. As always, go get them. See you then.